Now, when I talk about the elementary school that I went to, the Christian school where Ryan Phillippe went, this is the school I'm referring to. I remember them putting that steeple up as like a milestone event. They called us out of class and watched us put that shit up. But yeah, going to this school was like a good thing for me, but not so much a good thing because basically I was taught a false doctrine by Gentiles. What this place really is, it's like a David Duke kind of school where the people there were like Bible Belt Christians. You know, we praise a white Jesus, and anybody that's not white is not Christ like and supposed to be treated like they're beneath us. And when you get an articulate black male, like I was, like I am, like I always will be, they want to put you in a, they want to, they want to basically, okay, they want you to recite their doctrine. They want you to be a talking head for them. I remember in fourth, fifth, and sixth grade, they would have academic competitions where you would recite Bible verses because they had a whole district of like Christian schools back then. We used to compete all over the state, so they bring us to whatever school was going to hold the event. Different academic competitions. Mine was reciting Bible verses in fourth, fifth, and sixth grade, and I won it all 3 years, first place, right? And you know they would always put white girls, you know, white girls would always be in my way. You know what I mean by in my way, like, you know, this is for you, Jimmy. And they try to recruit me into wrestling, see, not basketball, because I wasn't a dumb jock. And wrestling, you know, think about who you know, most of your people that it's Greco-Roman style wrestling, so that tells you who influenced the sport right there. So that's what they pushed on me. And I remember I had this teacher in the sixth grade, and we'll refer to him as Mr. Foxworthy, because he reminded me of Jeff Foxworthy. He really did. First male teacher I ever had. And I remember we had not a substitute, we had this tutor that would come and tutor us in math, and she was pretty, named Reggie. Italian girl with big titties. She might have been a senior or junior, and we were in the sixth grade. And I would always get her to come to my desk and help me with my work because she was attractive. And it got to the point where Reggie would want to, she would, you know, Jimmy, can I help you with your work? That's how it would be. And I remember Mr. Watkins, damn it, Mr. Foxworthy said, yeah, Reggie likes Jimmy's good looks and animal magnetism. So, okay, I didn't know what that was, but he would say that often. Good looks and animal magnetism referring to me. And I remember one day, he picked a fight with me because I'm the only black male in the classroom. So he pretty much picked a fight with me to the point where I had to move my desk in front of his. Like, my desk was right in front of his. Like, if I looked up, he was right there. Put my head down, look up again, he's right there. And you know, he buck broke me, man. Because I'm going to tell you what he did. One day, he embarrassed the shit out of me. He fucking paddled me in front of the class. And the embarrassment alone, like, I don't want nobody coming on here trying to clown me for this shit, for real. But I remember feeling like sexually violated because I bent over in front of a man and let him smack me on the ass. I did not like that at all. That I felt literally, and I just came to all this, how it made me feel within the last week or so. That it was a buck-breaking experience. That's how I felt. Because what do they do when they, in that Willie Lynch letter, they teach you to humiliate your slaves so that they can't hold their heads up. That kind of shit. You know, it's almost like he sodomized me in front of the classroom. And let me tell you about that Foxworthy dude. When I left the school, he eventually got fired because he and another teacher walked into this pornography shop. Like, oh, funny to see you here. Both of them worked at the school as teachers, a Christian school. They're walking in the pornography shop. They see each other and they say, oh, wow, let's not, you know, talk anything about this and say nothing any further, and we'll go home and repent about this, and that'll be the end of it. They went home and they called the school and told on one another. Like, Jeff Foxworthy told on the other guy, and the other guy told on Jeff Foxworthy, and they both ended up getting fired. So, you know, Foxworthy has some shit with him, you know, because, you know, getting further on that, when Reggie used to come in the classroom and she would have those big titties, he would look at me and start. You know how you make your eyebrows go up and down real fast, like you raise your eye. I can't do it. You raise your eyebrows up and down real fast, like like when you see something you like. That he used to do that. So he has some pervert in him. But what I want to say about that pornography shit, y'all leave that shit alone. That shit ain't nothing good to come out of that. That shit corrupts the mind. All right.